What if some souls never got the chance to be born, never took a breath, never had a name, never even touched the earth, yet they still exist, watching, waiting, feeling, just beyond the edge of what we call life? It might sound strange at first, but the more you think about it, the more it starts to make sense. We often think of souls as something that lives, dies, and maybe comes back again. We imagine the soul's journey beginning at birth and continuing through the cycles of life. But not every soul follows that path. Some haven't even taken the first step. They exist somewhere else, completely real, completely aware, but they've never entered a human body. They've never lived on Earth, and they may not do so for a very long time, or possibly ever. These souls are not broken, forgotten, or lost. They are simply in a different part of the journey. They're like seeds that haven't been planted yet. Inside them is everything they could become, but they are still in the quiet space before growth begins. They are part of the bigger picture, even if they haven't entered the world of time and matter. Imagine life as an airport. You're already on the plane, moving forward through your story, experiencing, growing, feeling joy and pain. But scattered throughout the terminal are countless others. Some are staring at the screen, waiting for the right moment. Some don't even know if they want to board. Some have tickets in their hand, but are still sitting still. That's what it's like for these never-born souls. They are aware. They are real. But they are still outside the flight of life, watching from a distance, waiting for something. Maybe clarity, maybe courage, maybe permission. To understand why these souls haven't been born, you first need to understand where souls come from. Not from science labs, not from any physical place. Souls come from something deeper, what some call the source, the universe, consciousness, or something even beyond words. It is the place where everything begins. Every soul is like a spark from that source, a drop from a vast ocean, a piece of something infinite and alive. But just because a soul exists doesn't mean it's fully formed or ready. Just like a baby needs time to grow, a soul needs time to shape its identity, to gain strength, to understand itself. Some souls are born into human life quickly. They enter the world, go through emotions, make mistakes, learn, and move through life. But other souls stay in the non-physical world longer. They remain in softer, invisible spaces, places without gravity, time, or pain. They still feel, they still grow, but they do it in a different way. There are many reasons why a soul might not be born yet. Some souls are still developing. They're learning how to exist as individuals. They're building the strength they'll need to survive in a physical body, in a world full of challenge, pain, and responsibility. They are not weak. They are simply preparing. Just like a baby growing in the womb needs time before it can face the world, these souls need time before they can face life. Some souls are already ready, but are waiting for the right timing. Being born isn't just about entering a body. The circumstances have to line up. The family, the culture, the moment in history. Even the energy of the planet must match the soul's purpose. Sometimes a soul has a mission, but the world it's meant for isn't ready yet, so it waits. Other souls have chosen not to enter life. For now, they are unsure. They may be afraid. They may feel that the physical world is too heavy or too chaotic. Some are drawn to the peace and clarity of the spiritual space they already know. They're not refusing life forever. They're just not ready to say yes. Their choice is honored. Free will is always respected, even there. And there are times when a soul wants to be born and is ready, but something in the larger plan blocks it. There may be instability in the world, trauma in the family it's meant to join, or spiritual reasons that prevent the birth from happening yet. Everything in life is connected. Sometimes a soul has to wait until someone else is born, until another soul finishes its own journey, or until the world makes room. Then there are souls who are not meant to be born at all, at least not now. Their role is to observe. They are like quiet witnesses, learning by watching, studying how life works from a distance. They don't need to be part of the action to understand its meaning. Their path is reflection, observation, and quiet awareness. They are part of the greater balance, even if they never enter the human world. So where are all these souls if they're not here on earth? They are in a realm that exists all around us, but can't be seen with our eyes. It's not a fantasy. It's just beyond the senses. It's often called the non-physical world or the astral plane. It's real, it's present, and it's full of energy, movement, and life in a different form. Some people feel it in dreams. Some brush against it in deep moments of calm or stillness. Most never notice it at all. But it is there, always. In this space, these never-born souls are not lost or frozen. They are learning, growing. Some attend places that feel like schools, not schools with desks, but with energy and knowledge. They explore what it means to feel, to choose, to live. They are taught what life might be like, so that when their time comes, they are more prepared. Even you may have visited this space while dreaming or resting. It's not as far away as it seems. There's also a space between life and birth, something even quieter than the astral plane. It's like a pause between worlds. Not here, not there, just stillness. For some souls, this is the hardest part. The waiting, the unknown, the sense that something is ahead, but it's not time yet. It can feel long. It can feel confusing. But even this pause has a purpose. And so we come back to this simple truth. Not being born yet is not a mistake. It is not failure. It is not punishment. It is a phase, a stage, a part of something much bigger than any one lifetime. Every soul is on its own path. Some move quickly. Some move slowly. Some dive in. Some hold back. Some may never come into this world at all. But all are real. All matter. All belong. When you start to think about life not just as what happens between birth and death, but also what exists before and beyond it, you begin to see a wider picture. One where souls are not just shaped by the world, but where they are also shaping themselves, even before their first breath. And just knowing that, somehow, helps us understand our own lives with a little more depth, a little more patience, and a lot more wonder. There is a space that exists between being born and not being born, a space that is hard to explain but very real. It is not the afterlife, and it is not the physical world. It is a middle space, a quiet, invisible place where souls wait before coming to earth. These are not new souls that have never awakened. They are not old souls returning with memories of past lives. They are in between. They have already learned some things, grown in awareness, and developed a sense of purpose, but they have not yet stepped into a new body or started a new life. They are in a state of readiness, yet also in hesitation. It is like standing at the doorway of life, feeling everything on the other side, but still not moving through it. These souls are fully aware of their state. They are not asleep. They are not unconscious. They are watching, feeling, waiting. It is not a waiting marked by clocks or calendars. It is a deeper kind of waiting, one that is felt through energy and vibration. They can feel time move forward as they watch other souls live out their journeys. Souls who are born, who love, who suffer, who grow. They see life unfolding, and they remain in that quiet in-between, wondering when it will be their turn. This waiting can feel heavy. It can start to feel like something is missing. Some of these souls begin to feel stuck. They start to question their readiness. Some feel fear. Others feel sadness, not because of anything lost, but because they are not yet part of the living experience. They long to feel, to move, to exist in the world, to take part in the journey of being human. But something inside is holding them back. Some of them begin to doubt whether they're strong enough, ready enough, worthy enough. Some blame themselves. Others simply go quiet. And though this kind of pain is subtle, it is still very real. It is not loud, but it is deep. These souls are not forgotten. In that space, there are guides, beings who help, who offer care, support, and patience, who gently walk beside them as they slowly find the courage to move forward. This space of waiting, while sometimes filled with doubt or fear, is not a prison. It is a sacred threshold. It is not a dead end. It is a place where the soul gets to choose again, where it gathers itself, where it faces the inner walls it hasn't yet broken through. And when a soul becomes ready, when it remembers why it came, what it wants to give, and what it longs to learn, then it begins to change. Its vibration shifts. And in that shift, the path to a new life begins to form. Unborn souls are not distant or disconnected from the world. Even without a body, they are still here in a quiet way. They have an energy of their own. They exist in the unseen, but their presence still moves through the world. Their emotions, their thoughts, their readiness, their doubts, they all create a kind of vibration, and that vibration interacts with the energies of earth. Souls who are peaceful and calm amidst soft, still energy. Souls who are afraid or uncertain send out uneven, tense waves. That emotional energy does not just stay with them. It spreads, gently, through the invisible layers of the world. And when many souls are caught in hesitation, in fear or resistance, the world begins to feel heavier. Without even realizing it, people on earth may begin to feel emotionally blocked. There may be a shared sense of worry or creative emptiness that doesn't seem to come from anywhere. It may affect how easily some families conceive children, because the energy between the family and the waiting soul isn't yet in harmony. The soul isn't refusing. It's waiting for the right moment, for the right vibration, for the right welcome. These souls don't just affect the world, they are also affected by it. They are sensitive to the emotions and thoughts of the people they are meant to connect with. A prayer, a meditation, a loving thought can reach them. Even without speaking their name or knowing they exist, we can touch them through energy. A person may feel a strong desire to pray for a child who hasn't yet been born, or they may feel a gentle presence during a quiet moment of reflection. These moments are not coincidences. Often, they are quiet connections with souls who are already a part of our story, even if we don't know it yet. These souls often visit in dreams. People sometimes dream of strangers who feel deeply familiar. In these dreams, there may be warmth, eye contact, a sense of trust, a shared conversation that brings peace. These dreams can be more than dreams. They may be real meetings in the spiritual space. These souls, though not yet born, reach out to us through the ways they can, through energy, through emotion, through symbols, through the quiet nudges of intuition. You might suddenly feel a strong pull towards something a thought might come into your mind out of nowhere. You may feel a quiet voice inside that says, "Turn here, be careful, try this." These moments of inner guidance may come from your own wisdom, but sometimes they also come from souls that are already woven into your future. Some signs repeat again and again. You might keep seeing the same name, or a date that hasn't yet mattered might start appearing in random places. You might hear someone else speak an idea that you were just thinking about. These synchronicities are not random. They may be little signals from a soul that is drawing closer. Some of these souls are future children. Others are future companions or mission partners, people who are meant to share life with you in important ways. They may come to support your growth, to help build something meaningful, to heal, or to simply walk beside you for a while. And you don't have to wait to connect. You can reach out now. You can speak out loud. You can write to them. You can send them a thought, a prayer, a wish. These souls can feel it. They can hear you in ways that are not tied to sound or time. Nothing in this universe is by chance. Everything follows its own rhythm, and souls are no exception. Souls don't just fall into life. They come at very specific times, times when energy is aligned, when the spiritual and physical worlds are open to each other. These moments are like open doors, invisible, but very real. Some come during major cosmic shifts, like rare planetary movements or collective awakenings. Some come during crisis, when the world is broken open and space is made for something new. These are moments when special souls come in, souls that have been waiting to help, to heal, to bring something new to the world. They come with purpose, with deep sensitivity, with a sense of mission. They are not better than other souls, but they have prepared in a particular way. Their arrival is timed with care. When the world is ready, and when they are ready, they step through. Even the earth has its own energy. The planet itself has a pulse, a frequency that changes. Souls can only come when that frequency matches their own. Some souls are waiting not because they are unsure, but because the world is not yet ready for them. They wait for that alignment, for that perfect doorway. When it opens, they enter, and before they come, they choose. One of the most important choices a soul makes is to select its parents. This is not only about biology. It is about energy. It is about spiritual connection. A soul chooses the people who will receive it. The bond may be for love, for healing, for learning, for karmic balance. Even when parents say, "We weren't planning this," the soul already knew. In the spirit world, the meeting was already set. Sometimes the child has known the parents in other lives. Sometimes the child is the one who will help the parents grow. Sometimes it is the other way around. Once that agreement is made, the soul begins to design its life. Not a rigid plan, but a map, a series of choices, turning points, and people who will help shape its path. This includes the challenges the soul will face, the talents it will develop, the lessons it must learn, and the contributions it will bring to the world. These things are woven into the soul's energy. This is what some call the soul's contract. It is not a cage. It is a guide. The final key is timing. The moment of birth is the result of a perfect alignment between the soul's readiness, the family's openness, and the movement of the universe. That moment is chosen with deep care. If you look at the sky at the exact moment you were born, you'll see a reflection of your own life path, the things you came to learn, the parts of you that are meant to grow, the gifts you carry, the tests you'll face. When the soul decides it's time, it descends. It enters a forming body. It crosses the veil of forgetting, the place where memories of the spiritual world are hidden so that life on earth can be fully felt. But the soul doesn't forget everything. Some things stay in the background, shaping the child's emotions, preferences, fears, dreams, and personality. A child who seems overly sensitive might be carrying memories of a peaceful, gentle place. A child who instinctively helps others might have been a healer before. A child with deep fears or powerful desires might be remembering something from before this life even began. These are the echoes of the soul. The soul comes not just to survive, but to live deeply, to love fully, to feel pain and joy, to learn and grow, to break and rebuild, to laugh and cry. Every part of life is part of the journey. Every moment is meaningful. Every breath is sacred. And now, if you are here, reading this, maybe you are starting to remember. Maybe something inside you is waking up. Maybe this is your soul saying, "I am here. I am ready. I came to live." And now the question becomes, are you really living? Are you allowing yourself to feel everything? Are you choosing to be present in your own life? Or are you just passing through, forgetting that being alive is a miracle? Because in the end, the truest way to honor life is to live it fully, with courage, with love, with truth, with awareness. And that is all the universe has ever asked of you.